The useless rich and their swollen fortunes would likewise soon be relegated to the past. There would still be wealth and wealthy men in ever-increasing numbers, but riches would no longer subject their possessor as now to the suspicion of his fellows, for the only way to possess much would be to produce much, and the certainty of the reward would be a constant incentive to endeavor. And yet, freed from the fear of want, men would no longer be prodded by their physical necessities to the neglect of their intellectual and moral natures, nor would their spiritual and godlike qualities be dwarfed and choked and repressed as now by a life that means to so large a part of the human race naught save a daily struggle for bread. The family and the home, institutions that are being slowly but surely crowded out of our present civilization by the stress of unnatural conditions, will again take their place as the cornerstone of organized society, and the church, when all men are enjoying the fruits of social salvation, will find it an easy matter to touch and stimulate the soul life of the individual. All this will seem to many a mere dream of utopia, but with this great planet of ours and its measureless resources for the sustenance and comfort of this little sprinkling of humanity, who can doubt that in some such simple way we shall yet find our golden age of peace and plenty? If the human race were to awaken some morning to find itself endowed with wings, what a flopping and floundering there would be while we were learning to fly! In like manner, having emerged from the long night of animalism to find ourselves endowed with reason, we are still experimenting in the struggle to adjust ourselves to relationships and responsibilities that have come with our new powers. In some lines of human activity, we have made ourselves master of this latest endowment, and we are about to master it in the matter of the righteous distribution of wealth. And now abide these three. Every man has a right to what he produces. No man has a right to what he does not produce, save that all men have equal rights in land, and the keeping of these is honesty. And then Orren Donaldson had one quote by Abraham Lincoln at the beginning of the book that I reserved here towards the end, which is Lincoln's quote on labor. Labor is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital and deserves much more consideration. And inasmuch as most things are produced by labor, it follows that all such things of right belong to those whose labor has produced them. But it has so happened in all ages of the world that some have labored and others have without labor enjoyed a large proportion of the fruits. This is wrong and should not continue. To secure to each laborer the whole product of his labor, or as nearly as possible, is a worthy object of any good government. Abraham Lincoln. And this concludes Common Honesty by Orren Donaldson. And it is a study of fundamental principles and the relation to the labor problem addressed to the wage workers of the world, written in 1909. And I'm super excited because I just bought this at a rummage sale, and it turns out that he autographed this book. Thanks for listening.